We begin tonight in East San Jose. Friday, a community landmark and former youth center burned to the ground. Today, the Alum Rock School District called for and held an emergency vote to make sure it doesn't stay that way.
Before the blaze, the abandoned Mexican-American Community Services Agency building had fallen into disrepair, closing back in 2015. But several organizations tell us that they were on the verge of redeveloping the site because of its cultural significance. One of those advocates shared why the landmark is so important to the community.
The architecture as well, it looks like a pyramid. It represents the indigenous culture of our community. You're not going to see a building like this anywhere in the Bay Area in the middle of a neighborhood.
Now, community organizers are hoping the fire will kickstart what has become a long-delayed rebuilding of the site. John Ramos was in the South Bay today and has the story.
The loss of this building came as a shock to a lot of young Latinos who grew up coming here, and now they're asking the school board to do what it can to preserve the legacy of this place. The fire lit up the night at the youth center known simply as MAXA, short for Mexican American Community Services Agency. But for a lot of East San Jose Latino youth, it felt like home.
I was actually one of the ones to help them bring boxes over and stuff over to go into the new building.
That was in 1995, and Mauricio Perez was one of the students whose life was turned around there.
It's kind of heartbreaking, kind of, like, wow, I can't believe that, that happened. It's like watching a memorial, San Jose Memorial burn down.
The MAXA program began as a nonprofit job training site, but quickly became a safe refuge for Latino youth. It operated until 2014, when the program closed up and the property reverted back to the school district. It sat vacant and deteriorating for 10 years, so the fire only hastened the demise of the structure. On this day, the board met to pass an urgency measure that would allow demolition and cleanup to go forward.
To allow the staff to let the contracts on an emergency basis so that this work can get done, so that the site is rendered safe.
But a local activist group called Somos Mayfair appeared at the meeting, urging board members to not just bulldoze the building's remains, but to save what may be possible and commit to rebuilding the MAXA program for a new generation.
And a lot of people here in the East Side, our community, we don't have a center like that where we can get our resources. We don't have a center where we can go be kids.
We need you to make a public commitment to reconstruction, to ensure the center to be rebuilt and to be safe for kids.
The kids still need a gym. They still need a library. They still need a place to go hang out and feel safe. A place for them to go when there's problems at home and problems in the streets. It can't be over yet. It cannot be over yet. And we have to do everything in our power, whether it's today or tomorrow, to get together as a community and say, here's what we got to do next.
As a program, MAXA no longer exists, and now the building is gone as well. But if any small part of it can be saved, the advocates see it as a way to keep the mission of the center still alive.
I would like to see that, hey, don't look at this as a setback. Look at this, hey, you know what, guess what? Now we can build from the ground up,
School districts don't have a lot of extra money these days, so it's hard to see what could be done. But saving any part of it would be a symbol that the program itself was worth revisiting.